Hey everyone, and welcome back! Have you ever looked at a picture of our planet from space? It's this beautiful blue marble, right? That's because about 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. That's why we call it the blue planet. But where does all this water come from? And why is it so incredibly important? Let's dive in and find out. Water exists all around us in many forms. First, we have our vast oceans, which hold about 97% of all the water on Earth. It's salt water, but it's home to an incredible diversity of life and drives our weather systems. Then we have freshwater sources. Think of mighty rivers like the Amazon or the Nile, carving their way across continents. We also have lakes, which are large bodies of still fresh water, like the Great Lakes in North America. Don't forget the water that falls from the sky. Rain is a crucial part of the water cycle, replenishing our rivers and lakes. Sometimes, rainwater seeps deep into the ground, collecting in underground layers of rock and soil called aquifers. We can access this groundwater through natural springs, where it flows to the surface, or by digging wells and boreholes. Even the ice caps and glaciers at the poles are massive stores of frozen fresh water. So, what do we do with all this water? Well, everything. The most obvious use is for drinking. Our bodies are about 60% water, and we need it to survive. We use it for cooking our food, whether we're boiling pasta or steaming vegetables. We use it for hygiene, washing our hands, brushing our teeth, bathing, and cleaning our homes and clothes. Beyond our homes, water is essential for society. In agriculture, vast amounts of water are used for irrigation to grow the crops that feed the world. Oceans and rivers are vital for fishing, providing food and livelihoods for millions. Water is also a powerhouse. We build dams on rivers to generate hydroelectricity, a clean and renewable source of energy. It's also used in factories for manufacturing process and for transportation, with ships carrying goods across the globe. Water isn't just for humans. It's the foundation of all life. Think about a rainforest. The constant rain supports towering trees and a mind-boggling variety of animals, from tiny insects to large mammals. In a pond, fish, frogs, and countless microorganisms depend on the water to live. Even in the driest deserts, animals have amazing adaptations to find and conserve every last drop. From the smallest plant to the largest whale, every living thing needs water. Because water is so precious, we have a responsibility to protect it. Water pollution is a huge problem. Chemicals from factories, fertilizers from farms, and trash from our cities can all end up in our waterways, harming wildlife and making the water unsafe for us to use. It's crucial that we properly treat our waste and stop littering. We also need to practice water conservation. This means using water wisely so we don't run out. Simple things can make a huge difference. Take shorter showers. Turn off the tap while you're brushing your teeth. Help fix any leaky faucets at home. A small drip can waste a surprising amount of water. By being mindful, we can ensure there's enough clean water for everyone and for generations to come. All right, time for a quick quiz to see what you've learned. I'll ask a question, and you can pause the video to think about your answer. Question 1. What percentage of the Earth's surface is covered by water? A. 51%, B. 71%, or C. 91%. The answer is B. 71%. Question 2. Where is most of the Earth's fresh water stored? A. In rivers and lakes, B. In underground aquifers, or C. In glaciers and ice caps? The answer is C. A huge amount of fresh water is frozen in glaciers and ice caps. Question 3. Which human activity uses the most fresh water worldwide? A. Drinking, B. Agriculture, or C. Industry? The answer is B. Agriculture. Irrigating crops takes up a massive amount of our freshwater resources. Question 4. What is the process of generating electricity from moving water called? A. Geothermal power, B. Solar power, or C. Hydroelectric power? The correct answer is C. Hydroelectric power. Question 5. A natural underground layer of water-bearing rock is called A. An ocean, B, a riverbed, or C, an aquifer? The answer is C, an aquifer. Question 6. Which of these is a simple way to conserve water at home? A, leaving the tap on while washing dishes. B, taking longer showers. Or C, fixing a leaky faucet. Of course, the answer is C, fixing that leaky faucet. So, you see, water is much more than just a simple liquid. It's a source of life, a driver of our planet's systems, and a cornerstone of our civilization. Every drop counts. Let's all do our part to protect and conserve this incredible resource. Water is life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.